Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Just thought to do a quick thing on the Springbok team that's announced this afternoon. Of course, the Boks travelled up to London to face Argentina at Twickenham. And they're playing them on Saturday at Twickenham. Should be almost a home game for the Boks. There'll be a lot of South Africans in the crowd. On Saturday night, there was some concern about the entire back three. Damon Willemse had what Rassie called a hamstring strain. Ethan Hooker had an ankle niggle. And Cheslin Kolbe had a shoulder injury. We worried about that. Of course, they lost Franco Mostert on the way to London. He had a family bereavement, so he didn't travel with the team, and they only called up Zuet de Jager, so there wasn't any other call-ups that we could see. So we started speculating, obviously, earlier in the week about who would replace who in this team, and so we thought, well, yeah, that's what's going to happen. In fact, one of the things we were thinking about was that Sasha Feinberg-Mngomezulu, the hero of Durban, might have to move to fullback to cover for Damon Willemse, as there's no other fullback in the squad, especially with Cheslin Kolbe, who would be the other candidate, also struggling with an injury. But lo and behold, as Rassie put it, the sun's shining in London, and I suppose that in more ways than one, because they didn't train on Monday when they got to London, and Tuesday when they trained, there was very good news. Everybody trained. So the team that Rassie named has only got one change to the starting lineup, 4 changes to the match day 23. And it's quite. If anything, you could argue it's made it a bit stronger, a bit more experience in there, and a bit more sort of extra sort of calm heads that come in for this weekend. Of course, we expect Argentina to be better. We expect them to adapt. They've got some injuries. They're going to bring in some replacement players as well, and we'll cover that when we get to that when they do their team announcement. But certainly, they will be better than any team. Any coach will tell you when you face a team 2 weeks in a row, they adapt. You've got to adapt. So that's the fascinating part of this week, is just how teams are going to adapt to that. So let's have a look at the team that was selected, and we can take it from there. So we have the team, quite a strong team, and not much different starting lineup to last week. Of course, there's been some talk about how the Aussies made the South Africans play to their pace in the first sort of half an hour, 40 minutes, and certainly the Boks didn't explode until the second half. But this is the same team, and it's, I suppose, it's a team that they got a lot of confidence in. You got a very, very good loose trio there, very balanced loose trio, 2 quality locks that are doing their job, and then a front row that can dominate. And part of that front row is Oxenchair, who returns. People will remember that he left, he withdrew from the team on Friday morning, which meant there had to be a change. Bowen Venter came into the team. Now Bowen has dropped out of the match day 23 altogether. Jan-Hendrik Wessels will be the loosehead prop reserve, as he was last week as well, but he was originally penciled in to be reserve hooker. Bongi and Benambi, that's where most of the replacements come in on the replacement bench. Bongi and Benambi, who was missed the entire New Zealand leg of the trip because of some family issues that he had to sort out, is back with the squad, and he's on the replacement bench. Now there's been some talk that Bongi might be finished, but the Boks have shown that they're not going to throw him away just yet. He's got a chance to show his worth as well, and he'll certainly be fired up for this game. A lot of experience there, and a guy who really wears his heart on his sleeve for the Springboks. Jan-Hendrik Wessels, the reserve prop, also one of the rising stars of South African rugby. Wilco Louw, the demolisher, the man who is probably the toughest and strongest tight head prop in world rugby at the moment. So he's going to come on, he's going to do a job in the second half. Erkje Snyman, Kwagga Smith, the bomb squad specialist for the Boks. Grant Williams comes in for Morne van der Berg, who scored a lovely try on Saturday. But Grant Williams was out with niggle, and he's basically been the de facto number 1 scrum half this season. So not surprising to see him back there. Manie Libbok obviously adds a lot in that second half, and really had a good second half performance against Argentina in Durban. And then the final one was Jesse Kriel. Jesse obviously over there. So interesting, Rassie saying that he's bringing him in to counter the speed and what they expect Argentina to bring. You expect Jesse to make an appearance in that second half, probably somebody like Kanan Moody move over to one of the wings, and Jesse Marshall's the defence from 13. So that's what I'd expect as well. But a very strong team, if anything, more experienced and possibly stronger. But you've got the hero of Durban, Sasha Feinberg Mngomezulu, at 10, like everybody wants. I think that's the first thing that everybody looked at in this team, and then they looked at the changes. So, saying that, okay, so Sasha obviously had an exceptional game against Argentina. We've spoken a lot about that as well. He's going to be very well marked this week. Argentina are going to come out with a couple of counters for him. They're certainly going to try and put him under a lot of pressure this week. Expect that, but that only opens up holes on other places as well. A fascinating stat this morning out of Sanzar. South Africa have made 9.2 offloads on average in the Rugby Championship. Lot more than every other team in the game, and certainly that's a stat you don't see often from a South African team. So yeah, interesting selection, interesting stats. Can the Boks keep it up? We'll have to see. What do you think of do you think they should have made any changes, or was it right to keep a winning momentum team? I think the original plan was to make a few changes, but it's hard not to play the same team after these last 2 weeks, the crux of that team there. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on that, and also always love to hear your comments as well. Who would you have in the team? Haven't already, smash that subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up, and of course, there's also that bell notification that gives you notifications when new videos are loaded on this channel. And there's going to be a lot more videos coming on this channel. You can have a look at those as well. We've got Nick Mallett coming back on Thursday. I'm about to load also a chat I had with Tupper Henning, where he talks about whether Eben Etzebeth's try should have been allowed on Saturday, and Cheslin Colby's brain fart, as Russie called it, or the drop goal, and from a laws perspective. So keep an eye out for that. It's a very interesting discussion, and Tupper being very gracious with his time for us as well. There's some other stuff coming. Obviously, URC's on the go as well. So all that on this channel. So please subscribe. We're trying to obviously build something here, and I really appreciate every subscription that there is there, and every person that comments as well. Thank you again for watching. Till the next video. Chat soon. Cheers.